Good evening and welcome back to Factory Town, where we can upgrade our level. Ooh, the tech tree can be increased. Clicky click. We now have access to metallurgy, research. We have basic medicines, we have civics level 2, and we have the laboratory. Ooh, awesome. Okay. So what do we want to do with those? I don't know. What do we want to do with those? Let's do stuff that we've already got for the minute, shall we? Rather than research anything new, let's see what other buildings we have that I haven't played with yet. Maybe stuff that we can also automate a bit more. So we've still got people down here doing nothing. They just sort of stood around going, oh, I can't do anything. Can't do a great deal about that. This still requires people to harvest until we get mining, we can't do anything about this, so you're going to have to stay there. You're producing stone bricks, which is fine, not a problem. You're producing logs, this is fine, blah, 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 blah. Getting cloth conveyor belts in, which is awesome. Everything seems to be working pretty well. How about we unlock something new then and go for a kitchen we don't have yet, or we could actually have a look at trying to optimize some of our happiness at the moment. We need to get to 60 happiness to upgrade. I'd like to try and keep these in sync if I can. You don't have to. You could race through the tech tree, but I'd like to try and get to 60 happiness, which is going to require a bit of jiggery pokery. So this is our town. This is how big our town can be. Having all the houses and bits and pieces together with the production it's sort of awkward a little bit. Plus our farm isn't getting any happiness bonus, or is it? Is our farm? Yes, our farm is getting happiness bonus. Oh yes, because houses extend it. So yeah, so we can extend the houses out there. So I'm kind of thinking we want to rearrange some things, change stuff. Like over here, we're using a lot of land that we could be having houses on. We could put more houses down here as well. And just having more houses as well would upgrade stuff there. Oh, we can upgrade our town centre as well. That's just popped up. So let's do that. Boom, there we go. That makes our land even bigger. Excellent. So we can move the town centre as well. We can absolutely move the town centre out the way if we wanted to. But we also want to make a bit more money. Now, we have a general store here which we're not actually selling anything to. So I'd like to do that. I'd like to try and sell something to this that's a bit better. What can we do for red coin? Let's have a quick look here. So let's right, let's go to the house. Hold on, go to a house, go to happiness. No, what am I looking for? I'm looking for this, but I want to know what the I want this button down here. That's what I'm for. The button down here. That one. That's not that one. Goods. That one. That's what I'm looking for. Aha. Okay, right. That's what I was looking for. I was trying to find this window. Right? It's not in the houses. So this is the what sells for what, when, where, and how. So everything that sells for 1 coin, 2 coins, so on and so forth. So if we scroll down to the bottom of the yellow coins, berry cake is the best thing to sell. Men in the kitchen requires cake, jam, sugar, and berries. Now, cake is also required built in the kitchen. It requires eggs and flour. Jam requires you to get strawberries. Not strawberries. Apple jam or pear jam. You can make, which is a forester. Sugar just requires processing, harvesting of sugar because you can plant that, and berries are just berries. I think you do berry jam as well, I'm not sure. So cake, yeah. Cake there is, requires butter as well. Butter requires milk. So it's quite a long thing. So that has jam on it. I think you need apple jam for that one. I believe it's apple jam. I can't see the, there's no recipe button. I'll tell you what we can do. Let's unlock the kitchen. I want the kitchen anyway. Let's unlock the kitchen and we'll put down a kitchen. And we'll have a quick look at the recipes here. So we can make some don't know why that's locked behind basic medicine, but it is. Berry cake requires apple jam. You can't make it with any other jam, which is a little weird. I don't know why you can't make it with apple jam, but you can with that one. But yeah, but apple jam requires so that is there requires sugar and stuff. Sugar is made just by the farm, so it's a long process. It's worth doing, well worth doing, because the amount of inputs you get overall, if you were to sell them, I think come to about 45 gold. 45 yellow coins, sorry, not gold, yellow coins, red coins, blue coins, and purple coins. So yeah, so you make a lot of money on that as well. Cake, I think, is the same sort of thing. Cake only costs them like 25 to make, and it sells for 50, so it's worth it. So, but red coins we want to look at. We don't have that many red coins, so let's just go down to the bottom and see. The best thing you can sell is the fire ring. That's magic. We can't even touch that. That's magic. Pickaxes. That requires metal. We can't do that. Warm coats, we can do that now. We have the technology to make warm coats and cloaks. I think cloaks are easier to make. Warm coats, you could do those. Shirts are also very easy to make if you've got cloth. They sell for a good amount of money as well. So yeah. Also, there is a sort of optimization here. So if I go to the happiness here, so you see in each one of these categories, if I make this bigger, each one of these categories has a maximum amount, and that depends on the house level. So water has a maximum amount of 1, so you can't give it more water to get more than 1 happiness from it, which you can't do anyway. So yeah, but basic food, we're currently 1 of 6 doing flour. If we were to do, say, bread, that would also be 1 of 6, so that's fine. But if we did bread and fish, that's 3. We do chicken as well, that's 5. And then we throw in, say, butter, that's 7. We wouldn't get 7 happiness. We'd only get 6 happiness. So you'd be wasting it. So you kind of want to optimize what you sell to houses in order to get the stuff out of it. You know, the best thing about it. Bread is sort of a given. However, bread is also used in sandwiches, which I think is gourmet. So that's not applicable here anyway. But what I tend to do is cook fish, cook chicken, and cook beef. And that's the 3 happiness, the 6 happiness I tend to do. Because they're fairly simple to do. Although scaling them scaling beef is well, scaling the beef isn't so bad. Milk is the thing that I remember correctly. If I remember correctly, is you need a lot. You need a lot of milk. So yeah. So we could go cook fish, cook chicken, and cook beef. We can do that now. So we can get our happiness up for 3. Fine. However, this is all yellow coins. Nothing in here, I think, gives red coins. No, nothing gives red coins. I think you have to go to hardware to get red coins. This is where red coins start. And then clothing is also red coins. Medicine is blue coins, I believe. Education is also blue coins. So this is separate. Basic medicine is blue coins. Education is happiness. That doesn't give you any coins at all. That's research. Sorry, not coins. Mixing my words up there. Research, education, research. So gourmet is, I think gourmet is mostly yellow coins. No, gourmet is all yellow coins. Okay, sandwiches are yellow. Yeah, so I thought the berry cake was better than yellow coins, but yeah. Magical medicines is also blue coins. Magical knowledge is research. This is the different types of research. So we have we've got general, industry, and nature. Then you've got the magic research: magic, fire, water, earth, and air. Star coins are a special currency in game stuff. So yeah, so you've got magical knowledge for that. Then you've got magic supplies, and these give you the purple coins. Purple and blue is mixed in here. So oh, there's also a red one there. I saw. So the strength spell book is red. That's yellow. Yeah, the different spell books. So if you sell the different spell books, you get all the coins coming in at once. So, and luxury is also purple, I believe. Oh no, that's also red, yellow, blue, and purple. Cool. We want red coins. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. So we could either go with trying to sell planks or stone or wheels. It's not terrible. We can't do nails stuff. We haven't got any forged things. So these are all out of our range right now. We're not too far away from it. Or we could look at clothing. Clothing is definitely within our range. We can sell wool. That's easy. We're making wool. We could just sell that directly. We could sell any of these things. He's all set in the general store. that's not impossible for us to make. It's a big production line. Do you want to go with warm coats? Do you want to just go for it? Try and get a warm coat production line set up and see if we can do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove some resources. Now this costs money to remove resources. If you look down here, it costs 10 to remove it. So be careful when removing lots of trees. It is possible to go bankrupt very quickly. You can also terrain flatten, which is something I haven't mentioned at all. Tools, you have terrain, flatten up, flatten down. So yeah, and you can use the there's buttons down in the left hand corner to make it larger or smaller, or you can use page up, page down to make it larger or smaller. And then if I did that, it's going to cost 265 red coins to flatten this down. So you can flatten pools down and get rid of water. Equally, you can dig down to make water. Anything below sea level, this is sea level here, you will find water. You just dig down and you will find water. So if you need to put a well in somewhere and be like, I need extra water, blomp, put wells around it. There you go. Trickery, trickery, trickery. So yeah, so I want to move that there because I want to run the path further down because we can come out to here. And the beautiful thing about this game is you don't have to have everything over here. I can move this to be down here. It can even technically be outside, so long as it's touching. Let's extend the path a little bit more. So you see, if I reach this down here, so this is no longer touching it, so it's got no houses, no nothing. See, it's got a symbol going, nope, I've got nothing to sell to. We'll bring it up to there. So as long as one tiny bit of the thing is touching, it becomes, so as long as you are touching just the edge of the influence, that general store can sell to this town. See, he's highlighted all these houses here. So you can sell to this town here. So we can put our production all the way out here and not worry about it. Now, if you want to have happiness bonuses for the production, obviously you want to put them inside the town area. If you're not fussed about it, you can put them outside the town area and then just deliver the stuff in. You can also use one town to build stuff and have a town just dedicated for houses if you want to just sell things. Obviously, the happiness bonus, I'm pretty sure is per town. I'm not 100% on that though, but I'm pretty sure it's per town. So if you're not if you build a second town center and doesn't have any houses in it, it will not get a happiness bonus. So you want to dot your houses around and then sell to each place, but you could very much have all your selling places, which there's 4 of them. There's there's food, general, speciality, and magic. So we've got food, general, there's apothecary, speciality. So there's 2. You've got the apothecary, which sells medicine stuff, and the speciality sells speciality goods. There isn't another one. No, they're the ones that sell. So there's 4 that sell. So you put them right on the edge of your map down here, train stuff in, feed them to them from another town, train stuff out that this town produces, and you can have towns working with each other. I've done that before. I will do it again. Maybe this playthrough. We'll see. But all I want to do is I want to we want to make warm coats, don't we? That's what I want to do. So we need the tailor to do that. Can we unlock the tailor? Is that something we can do? Oh, I keep pushing the wrong button, sorry. We can unlock the tailor, so let's do the tailor. We can also get metallurgy going, metallurgy, depending on which way you want to say it. Point boosters I haven't really spoken about either. So let's go with the tailor. Let's unlock a tailor. And if we were to grab a tailor, put it, say, here. Now, it's getting influence of the town. You see, it's getting the happiness. Even though it's outside of the town, it's getting the happiness bonus. See that there? Even though it's outside of the town, it's getting the happiness bonus. Because the influence. You can trick this a little tiny bit here. So that's getting it. That's getting the happiness bonus. See, let's get 1.2. So if we click this 0.2 happiness because of the happiness, awesome. Even though it's not within the town sphere of influence. Now remember, a town, if we copy a house, sorry, has an influence size. So if I put it here, it's not getting anything. It's just getting the thing. You can sell to buildings outside of towns if your general store is within range of it. So the general store itself has a range, so it can sell to any house inside this range, even ones outside of town. So you don't have to have houses associated with towns. And then I believe the house becomes the happiness level. So you could do that way. You could build like a little community around some stores, sell to those houses and have that as bonus. So we could, if we're selling to this one here, this can sell to this town, and via this town centre it sells to all the houses, even though they're outside of its range. So basically, this sells to the town centre sells to, if you imagine that. So the town is all influenced altogether. This guy could have a house out here, like this, boom, and if we look at this, look, he's got 10. He's got 10 he's selling to, so that's fine. But you are not hated with the happiness of this one. You're not links to this town. So this town has, it doesn't actually tell me how many houses it has connected to it, but yeah. So if we click on this, that's interesting. I may have discovered something I didn't know. I love that. So mass of this one, it's got 10. It's got 10. There's 9 here and there's 1 there. So you are selling. You are selling to that. Does it piggyback? Did I not know that? I might have not known that. I don't know. Does it? Are you piggybacking to this house? So you are selling via. This is selling via this to here. Is that what's happening? That's what it looks like what's happening. So you have 10 houses. See above it? It says 10. There are 9 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. But you have 9 houses. Oh, so if I mouse over that, you see the link 2 on the side? It says 9 houses. So you are linked to 9 houses. So your sphere of influence is 9 houses. I'm going to move you out to here. So you are no longer connected to this town. What do you get happiness-wise? You get nothing. You get no happiness bonus at all. Okay. So even though you are given +2 happiness, you're getting nothing because you have to be connected to a town centre. In order for the happiness bonus to transfer, you must be connected to a town centre because this should be, how much is 0 to 7? I want to test something. Let's put another one there. Oh, I moved it. That was the wrong button. Put another one there. Put another one there. Build the road. Boom. There you go. So now you're selling there. So you're 12. You're 12. You're 12. Okay. And now you are. Oh, we've got 2, 4, 6. Give me another one. 8. Yeah, 8. You have no happiness bonus. Happiness bonus is 0. So right. Okay. Interesting. So you can sell from inside a town to outside a town if you have it within the sphere of influence of a store. I didn't know this. I didn't know. So you can put houses outside your town. Now I was wondering whether their sphere of influence would swap their happiness bonus to this guy. For that, let me give it a recipe to shut it up a bit. No, that doesn't apply either. Okay. But yeah, you've got 0 happiness. Okay, so you must then get your happiness bonus from a town centre. Okay, and you only have 9 houses linked to you, so the happiness that these are generating are not adding anything to this town. So you want the town, the houses, to be. If you want the happiness bonus, you want them to be within a town centre. If you only want the money, they don't have to be there. They could be connected to the side of it. This is like a suburb of this town, which we haven't named at all. Anyone got any suggestions for names? We can name it. The town centre, the first town. So yeah, this is a suburb of that town via the general store. And this general store obviously is selling, well, it's not selling the goods that these are getting, but it kind of is. It's selling the flour to these as well because these have got happiness. They've got basic food. They've got flour. So via the general store, you are selling. That's interesting. I didn't know that was a thing. Okay, but the happiness bonus around you isn't actually affecting this guy here. So I was kind of hoping you could piggyback the happiness as well with it. It might be that's too far away. Let's move you inside here. Let's move you. So that's the closest it can be. You are now getting 1.2 happiness. Getting no happiness. You're linked to these 3 houses. Ah, so we can extend the area of effect of the town centre via a house. So if I move these 3 houses, we'll just put them back here for the moment, out of the way. Boom, there you go. So this area of effect is this large. If we move this town here, boom, we'll see. Boom. The area of effect reaches out to here. This is the maximum we can go. So in order for you to get any happiness bonus, you must be touching that there. So you see, that would work. That would give you the happiness bonus. Yep. Because it's area of effect. It's the squares around it touch one of those. However, if you are inside here, so you are touching the edge of it, so your house foundation is touching the edge of the influence, you then become the town influence, which means then this can be put out over to here and still get the town bonuses. So even though the town ends here, its happiness influence extends to here. So you do have more space around the town centre than I thought you did. Kind of awkward to do. You have to put a house out here, but then you're just thinking one house out here, it's not a major problem. And then you just go along and run a road along there or something. Get another house and then put that there, and that would extend the influence out to there. So I'm learning things I didn't know existed in this game. I'm completely distracted from what I was going to do, but it's interesting to know. So if the sphere of influence is a circle because that makes sense, but it's kind of awkward when you have to build on a grid because it means you do stuff here. But that does mean you could put these houses at strategic points around the circle and extend this out. So you could have basically a square going around with a couple of houses right on the edge, just extending the range out far enough for you to get an influence. So you could have a square around the town. Obviously, we're on town centre level 4. They go to level 10. So this will become much bigger. So you'd extend it out larger. So, yeah. Okay. That's interesting to know. You've reached level 3. Awesome. I'm not going to worry about that. I'm not going to worry about that right now. I could move you to like here, for instance, and then you would still be influencing a lot over there. But right now, what I want to do is I want to get this making stuff. So we want you to be making not shirts. We want you making warm coats. So to make warm coats, we need to make shirts and wool and leather. Okay. This is going to be quite a large area, so this is why I kind of picked this area back here. So what I want to do is I want to remove all of these here. We'll get rid of those as well there. And we will then have this space here for trying to get the stuff working. I don't know if this will work or not, because yeah, this is quite a small space for doing what I want to do here. I'm also not particularly fussed about the speed of this, to be honest with you. So wool is produced by pasture, leather is produced by pasture as well, so we're going to have a farm doing things. Maybe we should start a little bit smaller. Maybe we should start a little bit smaller. How about we start with just a shirt? That's cloth, and then we need to make a shirt anyway. No, let's go the whole hog. So I'm going to build a second one there. You're going to make in shirts. Okay, you're going to go into there like that. That's fine. Buildings do not have to have their output, the front, to be facing a road. That's not. You don't have to do that. You're not even on the road. Technically, not even on the road. So yeah. But you don't have to have them. They can be facing any direction you like. It's just purely aesthetic. They look pretty. They're quite cool little pixel art buildings. Quite nice. So, yep. You're going to have a cloth conveyor belt doing that, which is going to take shirts to there. So you want to have cloth, okay? Let's remove all this here. Now this is where, unfortunately, oh, wrong button. Remove resource. It's a different thing altogether. This is where you can lose money very, very, very quickly. So that's 400 coins. Oop, gone. That's another 550 coins gone. And then I do this here. Oop, and then it's clean up the rest. There you go. Boom. Okay. So where is our influence? So we can't really go any further than this. We need to kind of go over. But again, we can move this guy to be, say, It's got to be touching the influence, is it? Oh, hold on. What? Why are you not connected there? That's weird. Why are you not connected there? You should be. That's really bizarre. You should be connected like right back here somewhere. Also, the sphere of influence is not very... That's odd. That is odd. I'm not sure why that house has to be so close compared to what it was down here, but whatever. But yeah, so you can extend the influence out a little bit like that. So then what we can do is we can put a farm in. But the problem with the farm is that it requires this sort of space around it. It can sit here. Right, hold on. Before we do that, we need cloth, which means we need a workshop. Let's get a workshop. Oop, put that there. Okay, you're going to do cloth that comes from wool. We also need wool here as well. So we need to have a farm that produces. We need a pasture. We don't want to. You want a pasture. We don't want. So we want a pasture. Let's copy a pasture. And put that behind here like this. Oop, there you go. You're going to be doing wool. We also want another pasture. Can I put another pasture here? That get the happiness bonus. This is going to be doing leather. You are getting the happiness bonus. Awesome. Cool, cool, cool. Doesn't have to be on the road, which is excellent. Cool, cool. And we'll put a farm. No, we want to put a food, one of these guys, behind here, like this. Okay, and then we need to put a farm behind that. This actually wants to be moved there, ideally, if I can. This one's doing animal feed from... It doesn't matter. It's the same animal feed from anything. They're all the same. They're all the same. Same input and output stuff there. I don't know what the growing times are of different crops, so we're just going to go with grain. And then we want to have a farm. And we'll put the farm behind here, but the farm wants to be like back here somewhere or something. But if it goes back there, it won't get a happiness bonus. Okay, we could put the farm over here, but again, the farm needs the area around it to be clear. So we're probably not going to bother with the happiness bonus from the farm. Okay, yeah, don't worry about the happiness bonus from the farm. Let's copy crops. Let's increase the speed. Oh, if I go, so if you make it the largest you can go with the page up down button and then go down by one, then you can click in the corners and go click, 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 and click. There you go. Boom. And there's your farm done like that. Awesome. So now what we want to do is we want to get a belt or a chute that takes it from here to here. Now there's a problem with that. As you can see, we can't put a chute in there because we need to build the infrastructure to make it sit up there. Well, no, you don't. If we pick a conveyor belt and we use the page up button, you can see, look, we can make it float. So we go up 2. I think it's 2. Is it 2? Let's go 3. If you ever want to find out how tall you can go, if you go up too high, you'll see the pusher disappears. So, yep. So we'll do that. We'll do it there. Do we use a conveyor belt or a chute? We'll use a chute instead, I think, actually. So we got up by 3. Who's that there? Drag that to there, like that. Boom. Awesome. And then you want to come out of here, and you want to split this way, and if we rotate this like that way, and I want to put in a splitter here, so it splits evenly between the two. Okay. And then you want to have your wool come out and go into here and go into here. Well, that's easy enough. The wool can go out there. And then if we actually do this as well, so wool can go out here and go into there. That's leather. How much leather do you use and how much do you use? 1 leather, 2 wool. So we need multiple. So I can't. We can do this. I'm going to move you forward by 1 because I left a double gap there for some reason. I don't know why, but it's working out pretty well for us. So if we did this, You can pull out of stuff onto a so if we copy this pull and do that, that is valid. You're pulling out onto a belt that's turning left or right, that's completely valid. That's fine, that's not a problem at all. So we can do that. So we want you to be wool. We want you, oh no, unlink that, unlink, oh no, unlink. Gotta remember, after you've dealt with the logic block, right click to cancel, and you'll be leather, right click to cancel, so that's fine there. Okay, so you'll do that. And what I want to do is I want to have a merger here. I'm going to use a merger block like this. Boom. And I want to set this up. So if we look at it this way, actually no, if we look at it this way, because it's a bit weird. So down, straight, up. So down is 0 because we have nothing come from down. Straight we want 1, up we want 2. Okay, so we want to make sure always 1 leather and 2 wool, because you need 1 leather and 2 wool. So then this belt will not get blocked up with leather on it that you can't accept, because it's always sending an even amount of what we need. So yeah, you can take all the wool you like, that's absolutely fine. So yeah, and then we can just do this here, boom, like that, and that'll work fine. Then all we have to do is deal with the fertilizer from this guy, which is fine because I'm going to put that into a barn like here. Just don't know how I'm going to get the fertilizer out on the other side. We can't use underground stuff because there is no... we'll do it on top. That's what we'll do. Let's turn this around this way. What I'll do is I will do a... I think a chute will work here. And if we go up by... let's go up by 2. And we'll do that. Now, in order to pull onto a chute diagonally, you have to make sure the chute itself is capable of doing so. So you have to make sure you angle chutes in the correct sort of way to do things. So that and that is valid. So that will pull onto it. But if I try and pull onto it without having this little bit, this little angle of a chute, it will not pull onto it. So I do this, and then we do set this to fertilizer. Set this, oh no, done it again. Right click, set this one to fertilizer. And then when you get your stuff and do your things and do what you're doing, everything could be awesome and wonderful, and there can be much rejoicing. Okay, because I put the farm down before I had the crops down, the farm has no recipe. It doesn't know what to do. So I have to click recipes here, and you can click auto manage, which means it will just then like detect what grain is around it, or you can manually pick them. You might not want to pick up herbs on this farm, but you might have herbs mixed with it, and then you want herbs picked on a different farm. So that's why it lets you do this sort of thing. So I'm just going to tick this here. We could tick auto manage it, it'll work fine. So boom, there you go. So you're going to produce flour, wheat. The wheat becomes animal feed. The animal feed will be split evenly between these, although one needs more than the other one does. So that's a bit awkward. We want to do a well. Let's put 2 wells in. One there and one there. Again, the angle does not matter. The direction does not matter. Let's go underground, and we will do that and that. So you've got a well each. Wells are kind of free. Basically, you just have to have enough stuff to build them, which is 25 stone and 10 planks. So yeah, and here we go. Look at this. Look, we're producing stuff here. If memory serves, this will do a round robin system. So when you produce wool, this one will pull, then this one, then this one, then this one, then this one. That's how it'll work. It'll do one, the other, one, the other, one, the other. It won't just do one and then all the other ones. It will do every puller gets in order. It goes in order as it goes. So there we go. And this will work, and then you will produce leather, which is you'll produce fertilizer, which end up in here, and the fertilizer can go into here eventually in order to get the crops going. But I don't want to do that yet, because if you remember last episode I mentioned about affinity. We want to make sure we build our affinity. So yeah, so how about we throw some extra workers in here. Blump. There we go. Now this is actually producing more than this one chute can output. You are limited by output, so you can put multiple chutes in here and output multiple things, but we don't need to do this. We really don't need to do this. We can go much slower. It takes 2 seconds to make a grain. You want 2 grain every 2 seconds, so realistically we only need 2 workers in here. And we're getting 2 bonus speed, so that means you're producing 1 grain every 1 second, and you want 1 grain every second. So there you go. That will even out and work fine. You're producing 2 animal feed. Well, you're not. You're producing 2 animal feed. One animal feed every 2 seconds. Happiness bonus. Don't worry about it. 1 animal feed every 2 seconds, and the 2 that pops up there is because of the chance of processing because of our town centre. So we'll ignore that. Ignore the bonus. So this produces 1 every 2 seconds. You want 2 every 6 seconds. That's 1 every 3. You want 4 every 8. That's 1 every 2. So you want more than you're producing. Which makes sense. So we need to increase your workers. If we went to 3 workers, I think that'll work. And then we increase this to like 5 workers or something to balance it. I'm not looking at the numbers directly. I'm looking at the numbers just to know, do I need to increase this or not? Yes, we do. No, we don't. That's fine. Okay, so I want you to just start filling, so you have stuff inside you. You are full of leather and you're not outputting because we're not letting you output, because this needs more. This should run faster, but it is feeding 2 things at once. So yeah, you want 1 every 4 seconds and you're not doing that. There's a thing for pastures. We've gone way over time for this episode, but it's going to be a bit longer because this is a whole production chain and I wanted to do it and I got distracted by discovering happiness extension. So you can add workers to pastures and they will add 0.5 as normal ones do. However, you can upgrade pastures. There is a button here to upgrade a pasture. It requires 100 yellow coins and 20 planks to upgrade the pasture, and that will increase its work unit by 0.5. The same as adding a worker to it, but it doesn't cost a worker. So you can make this 50% faster, or 0.5 workers faster, without using a worker. You can then also add workers to it as well if you want to. Now this increases a lot. I think you can go up to like 5 times doing this. So if we click that, boom, there you go. So it's got 0.5. We do it again because we have the stone brick. So let's do that. Boom. It's now getting 100% bonus speed because of the upgrades without using any additional workers. So it's working twice fast. Instead of taking 6 seconds, it now takes 3. You want 1 every 4 seconds, so you are enough for that. You want 2 every 12 seconds, so you're not enough for that, but might be. And now we're outputting warm coats, and we're not delivering the warm coats. So shall we deliver the warm coats? We can move this now. We can also move this down to be here. Oh, let's grab a cloth conveyor belt. Let's just go page up, page up. Boom. And there we go. Warm coats are now being delivered to here. You were connected to 13 houses, 1 there and all the rest over there. Boom. You are selling the warm coats to our people, and the warm coats to our people are giving us our 2 out of 2 at the moment because this house is upgraded. If I go to a higher level house, click here, see this one's 3 because it's a higher level house, level 6, one's 3. So, but you are delivering enough coats to make this place happy. They're selling for 24 red coins each, so we're going to get a nice red coins. We have our happiness population bonus. Click. We have more houses to put down now. Excellent, excellent. And we kept them in sync. So awesome. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Hopefully this makes sense. This is another little production chain we have going on here, little fly thing. If you want to go mass industry, really you'd have an area that does farming, an area that does food mills, an area that does pastures, and you deliver between them. This is just a standalone sort of place here. Not the most efficient because of how we're doing things with like our workers and things, but it's good enough. It's good enough. It works. It works. And hopefully the merger makes sense. The reason I moved the camera like this with the merger is to so down, straight on is straight on, and up is up, rather than doing this and then doing left because it just the angles. So that's just easiest to understand. If you turn the camera so it faces that way, so whichever direction you have the merger, just turn the camera to face that direction, and then these all make perfect sense. So whatever you can see, this is sending 2 cloth, 1 leather, 2 cloth, 1 leather. You were going to back up and fill up and stop, which is fine. We're going to get loads of fertilizer. Again, if fertilizer backs up, it doesn't matter. These carry on. Pastures carry on, even if fertilizer is full. So yeah, hopefully that all makes sense. And we've learned something together. I've learned that you can extend the happiness range. So these buildings are outside of the sphere of influence of this town, but they are getting the happiness bonus from the town because this house is extending the happiness bonus. I didn't know that was a thing. Cool. Awesome. I knew these extended happiness. I didn't know I did it outside the range of the town. So nice. So let's leave this one here and come next time. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this one. I hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.